Good morning, everybody who's watching. And those who aren't watching, well, good morning to you too. And they're like waking up and they're going, who said that? Who said that? Psychic Duck said that. Say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We're rambling. Yes, we are. We're rambling and we got a lot to cover. Big week, positive week, crazy week. Wow. I mean, when we talk about roller coasters, I think that this has been one of those roller coaster weeks. Although because of Tuesday, it didn't feel like it was so hopeless anymore. It felt really, did I mention really good? Really good. But there was a lot of stuff going on. But we've been feeling this for a long time, and you know about timing issues and all this. So, yeah. So, what I first want to get into is, I stole a term from Nancy Jean. And this is, it was hopium. She used the term, and so I took it and I twisted it. And then somebody in the comments said, that there is a hopium newsletter, and it's called the Hopium Chronicles. And I went, oh, I got to look at that up. And it's pretty good. I like it. So from the news article, in hopium terms now, it's a big deal for Trump, diminished in figure and in politics. Oh my God, did you see that picture? Whoa, where's Ivanka? I mean, everybody talks about elder abuse with Joe Biden. Yeah, see, even my phone agrees. Where is the care? I know where Junior is and Eric is. They're making money. They don't care. They just put their dad out there. Well, it seems like to me. I'm sure they do care. They put their father out there, and he's slumping in a chair. His eyes are closed during this meeting, and they're recording it. We'll get onto that a little bit later. Anyway, now a diminished figure in our politics, and is going to be harder for them, the Republicans, to keep the illusion of his strength and power and manliness intact. For he is, to use hopium terms now, a loser now, not a winner, a failure, not a success, weak, not strong, a villain, not a hero, a clownish, big, blubbery. When I first read it, I thought it said blueberry. And I go, why would you disparage blueberries? A clownish, big, blubbery, baby man with ridiculous imperial desires. Anything but a commanding American president. I quote Hopium Chronicles. I'm like, that doesn't give me much hope. What the hell? Speaking of the elder abuse, this is just in case you guys haven't seen it. I don't know if this is going to get flagged or not. I may get flagged for that. We'll see. Somebody in the Oval Office, while they were giving a talk, collapsed and had a medical emergency. And so many people rushed around to see if they could help. Pumpkinhead just sat there and looked. I totally get it. I was trained as a first responder. Even being trained in first response, if somebody else is doing the work, then you do something else. You let them do the work if they're there first. There were many people there first because I think Pumpkinhead was sleeping. Not sure, not 100% sure. And in the image, you could see RFK Jr. running away out of frame. And I'm like, oh, aren't you the health guy? Dr. Oz, for his credit, he was one of the first ones. Not that I would want that guy working on me, nonetheless. That's just my opinion. And anyway, this picture was taken. It was at the end of a video feed or something, and this picture caught Trump just staring there. Now, some people are saying, oh, he just doesn't care, he's just this. And I didn't pick that up in this picture, and you guys can take a look and search the picture out yourself. But what I got was just a dementia old man that has lost his way, that didn't know what to do, kind of in shock. I mean, we just woke him up from a nap, I think. Scary, scary. So I want to ask, where's Ivanka? So she's the one that cares so much about her papaw, right? Does she call him that? I don't know. All right, 6 minutes into it, 7 minutes I should say. Let's do some hopium cards first. This is Return of Spirit deck. And let's just pull 3, and then we're going to get into what I want to read on. Busy week. So as we get into this roller coaster time that we're in, where we have pushback, we have certain successes, and then it seems to fall apart, and then it goes forward. So it's really feels like choppy ocean waves, and it's not the big surf waves that you go, dude, no, it's the holy crap, how do I get out of here waves. It's the rip current stuff, you know? No, you don't? Well, if y'all haven't been in a rip current, that's something that I would advise against experiencing. You don't need it. I mean, really, even if there's someone there to save you, you don't need it, because it can go way out there. And if you do get caught in a rip current, swim perpendicular. Okay. This isn't about swimming, although I do have my whale shirt on. And I have Psychic Duck. Okie dokie. When I first pulled out the deck and I started shuffling, I got Contact. And I thought of the 3-Eye Atlas. Because people are talking about that, how I saw on Stephen Burns, how there's an object that came out from it. And then Lisa Vest, she was talking about how it's changing colors and it has no tail. And I'm like, did I dream of this before? Because I thought that happened like a month ago, where they go, this is really weird. It's spewing off different elements, metals that are normally not a comet. It doesn't have a tail, and it's changing colors. And one person said, and there's another thing coming out of it, like a pod. I don't know. To me, it's just fascinating. I'm like hooked into it, and I'm like, wow. So let's just see. The first card I pulled at the base was Contact, and then I shuffled them, and I said, oh, I should have saved that. But what I get with this, and 3 cards, birthing. Okay. I've talked about this before. It's just not 3-Eye Atlas. This time frame that we're in, this hopium time frame, where we see this leader is failing us. He has no clothes. Frequency shift. How are we perceiving this? Are we perceiving it with hopium? Are we perceiving it with dread? What are we doing? Right. I get this card. I've gotten this card the last 4 days. So I'm glad I get to now share it with you guys and say, you guys need to write. It's just not me. Everybody needs to pick up the pen and write. Ooh, look at this new pen I got. Squirrel. Look at this. It is Dr. Grip. It's got a really fat grip to it because my poor little hands need a frequency shift. Okay, very good. So let's first start off with the positive, with the good, with the happy, or should I do it at the end? Well, maybe I'll do both. Mandani. Powerful speech. I really, 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 really liked it. I still have this thing in the back of my head, and I think it's holdover from my parents and stuff, where I think, oh, socialist, communist, I still have that playing from being a little kid. But when you hear about what he's talking about, whether he can do this or not, but you hear what he was talking about, it is the shift that Bernie was talking about. The huge shift from top-down economics, the Reagan years, greed is good, to rising the people up so that they can afford, a better life. So it was really powerful. It was really powerful. I thought, I was going, this guy can deliver a speech. So one of the things that he did yesterday, he now has an women, female. I wrote down all women, but then I read it and it said all female. Is there a shift, a frequency shift, when I say he has an all-women transition team versus an all-female transition team? I'm asking for psychic stuff, not me. I know, but... Okay. So, a transition leadership team. We've been talking about this, the divine feminine coming in. So I thought about this and I go, oh, so his all-female transition team, and I go, oh, intersex? No, Danny, you're going down a rabbit hole. How about hermaphrodites? Ooh, no. Well, we're talking about frequency shifts. Would that be a sequential hermaphrodite, or would it be a simultaneous? I'm not going to go any further. My wife, who worked as a docent for the LA Zoo for 20 years, I think it was 20 years, she would come home with all these terms. I'd take a picture underwater of something. She goes, oh, that's a hermaphrodite. Okay. All right, let's get into this. Pumpkinhead. He looked so bad. There's a picture of him slouching in the chairs. It was horrific. I go, oh my gosh. You could almost see, his belly was, it was horrific. And I wonder, where is Ivanka during this? Where is she? Where is Ivanka? Because I think we've talked about this before, where, the Republicans are going to have to wake up to what they've done. And clearly Tuesday, and they're trying to spin it. Where's Ivanka on this? What is she thinking? Is there any action planned for her? Let's drop this down. My notes scribbly. See, it's not all a ramble. It's a uncontained ramble. No, it's a contained ramble. It's a mess. Hello, Groot. I am Groot. You keep falling down. I am Groot. Okay, here we go. Ivanka. She sees the train wreck. She sees the wreckage. The Empress. It feels like she sees the wreckage, and to me, it feels like she is trying to take care of this. She is trying to comfort, soothe her tower moment. And she's getting a lot of pushback from a lot of other people. You can't do that. No, we got to keep him there, blah, 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 blah. But that's pretty strong. In the past, as it relates to this, the past influences, it's the world card. It's a completion card. The world is watching as well. Where is Ivanka in this? She's really frightened. She is scared. She's having nightmares over this. She knows she's losing her dad. And there she is, Queen of Wands, trying to bring forth some information, some positive, passionate information. Seven of Swords internally. So is she without enough tools? Or is this somebody taking the tools away from her to be able to effectively care for the tower moment that Pumpkinhead is in? And, wow, Queen of Swords, external. Both of these can be her. I'm sure she knows how to wield a sword. But when I flip this over, the Queen of Swords, let me drop it a little further. There you go. When I drop this Queen of Swords down, I go, there may be an intervention here, legal or medical. As I look at that very skinny knife. Hopes and Fears is the Emperor. Well, at least this Emperor has clothes on. You know, that's good. Because we're looking at that Emperor with no clothes. Scary. And we get the King of Wands and the final outcome. Who is the King of Wands? Some powerful male figure is going to step in and say, yeah, we need to maybe take over. Is that J.D. Vance? Gave me... Ugh. Moving on to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. There we go. And they're navigating through some sharp objects, and they're steering clear of them. So hopefully that's good, right? And then we get Strength. Where is Ivanka in all of this? Well, she's scared, and I think that she is going to bring forth maybe some clear strategy, cutting strategy, that's going to give the Emperor maybe a timeout so that somebody else can get in there. And this King of Wands, though, let's see if we can get an idea of who this King of Wands is. Let me put these all back in order again. Who is this King of Wands? But it feels like Pumpkinhead is needing a timeout. And I feel, even as I say his name, Pumpkinhead, you know, it's like this man is so demented. He's just, I mean, you shouldn't call a very sick person names. And I hear that. But then again, I go, yeah, but even if he wasn't sick, he'd still be a Pumpkinhead. So, he caused this on himself. And the algorithms, I'm going to probably get flagged for this video anyway. So, I'll just leave it. I am using Libby Meister Tarot's intuitive deck. Who is this King of Wands in the final position that is going to move us out of troubled waters and bring strength? Isn't that what I saw? I shuffled the deck, so I can't remember without looking back. Who is this King of Wands? Who is this King of Wands? Oh. He's Worm Man. He's a worm. Convoluted. Confusion. Well, that is Pumpkinhead. Oh. 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 End. R.I.P. Undead, unalive. Libby, can you make these cards work right? Change the names so that YouTube won't flag me. So we got the future. This King of Wands is bringing in the future. We knew that. So there is the end to this madness, this confusion. Fate, destiny, karma. Communication. Come on, clarity, clarity. I'm feeling this card isn't the one, but it's in here. So let's just see what this card says. Conflict in space. So when I see this, is it like we're going to be getting some upgraded information from space? But I didn't think that that was the right card, so let's do this one. Destruction, breakdown. Okay, it's still not telling me who this guy is. Who is the King of Wands? Let's just ask the pendulum. I'm going to hit pause for a sec while I charge it up. Okay, so I asked the dowsing pendulum if it's ready, if I have permission, am I protected, accessing higher power, and it gives me a yes. So may I ask a question, please? Is this King of Wands that's going to be stepping in place, is this a Republican? I'm getting a no. Is this King of Wands that is stepping in place, is this a Democrat? I'm getting a yes. Okay. Wow. I'm just going to leave it there for now, because that'll take me down a rabbit hole that I don't know if I'm prepared to go in. Groot just jumped up and kind of fell over. Come on, Groot. I mean, it was weird. He just jumped up. I'm not sure how that would work because There are other theories, of how he leaves, how he goes. But we can see that he is going. We can see that. So, all right, let's see. Let's move on. 30 minutes. Oh, before I go into something else, we had Groot. Groot is just going nuts today. Let me lean him up against something there. Okay. I want to. Nancy Pelosi announced her retirement. 85 years old. Josh Hawley said, good, now let's pass the Pelosi Act. Well, take that name off, although it does seem to fit. But let's make it the Marjorie Taylor Greene Act, because she's made a boatload of money off of her stint in Congress, as did a lot of other people. So that law just needs to change, or that law needs to be put in place. And I don't know how it's going to happen. But with this new government that's coming, because this one is done. What we thought we had, it's gone. That's where that frequency shift is. That's where this journaling comes in play. What do we want to put in motion? So when I said that, one of the things about prayer, and somebody has asked me this a couple of months ago, is it better to pray silently or aloud? And my personal view on this is it's better to pray aloud and in song. So light language too, that'll work. Just get out there, make noise, set that vibration up. So how do we want this new government? Let's write that down. Let's create that. The other passing, he didn't say he was going to retire, but it was Dick Cheney. And I hear a lot of things going on both sides. Just a lot of disparaging remarks. Now, Dick Cheney, he deserves some, but in passing, let's not attack the man. Although, I mean, you look at the industrial war complex that he has set up, okay, but let's attack what he's created, not the man, because he's now in another space. He's now in another realm, and so if we have soul contracts, he fulfilled his soul contract to bring awareness to the world that the industrial war complex does not work. Just look, it doesn't work. So that's going to be another shift. That's another frequency shift. Okay. But yay. All right. Oh, Jeannie Pirro. Hang on. Jeannie Pirro. For these types of readings, I got to put on my googly eyes, because this is just crazy. She lost her first case. I think it was her first case in D.C. Against the sandwich guy. He's walking off scot-free. Can you believe it? My wife made these for me. I'm not sure if I put them on what that makes me, though. Uh-oh. All right, let's move on. Yes, sandwich guy got acquitted. Really? But these days you never know. Oh, those big old ice guys. That sandwich exploded all over me. They're such whiny crybabies. All right. Let's look at. I want to look at I'm going off notes now. Uh-oh, scary. I want to look at Snap. And in it, well, so where do I want to go with this? So there was a judge, and I forget where, a federal judge, that said, you need to fund fully SNAP, not partially fully. And and you need to do it by today, Friday, by Ramblin' Day. Get in your Rambler and make it happen. He didn't get in my Rambler, and that's for damn sure. And he is now pushing back and asking for an emergency ruling from the Court of Appeals. Everything's an emergency with this dude. Sorry. All you dudes out there, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. So he's saying, no, let's stop this. We can't do it in time. So we're going to file an emergency stay. I mean, this guy just does not care. He doesn't care. I'm sorry. As if we needed to know that twice. So, where are we going? Where are we going with this? I don't even know. I don't even want to read on it. It's going to be funded. I don't know how. When I heard that, I go, that Court of Appeals, depending on who's on it, they're going to turn around. If I was on it, I would turn around and say, no, we're not listening to it. They'd file it up to the Supreme Court or whatever. I don't know how that structure works, but I would say, no, you need to fund it now. And even during your appeals, it needs to be funded. Just like during the SCOTUS hearings on the tariffs. Pumpkinhead's going, it's going to cost a fortune to pay all those people back. Well, yeah. And he's talking about Thanksgiving dinner. And he's going, prices are going down. And he based it off of a Walmart menu. I think I read that right. Walmart menu. Now, I can guarantee you, he does not buy his Thanksgiving dinner at Walmart. Guarantee you. In fact, I didn't even know Walmart had a menu. Normally, I just go to the store and pick things up. I don't go to Walmart to pick up turkeys and turkey dinner. Well, I don't go to Walmart that much. I got scared going to Walmart. Back in Missouri, however you want to hear it, because they have open carry, you got Walmart shoppers with guns. Scary. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about Walmart shoppers, but some of them, scary. So I guess I just did. I apologize. Psychic Duck is reaming me out in my head. Stop doing that. Sorry. Okay, let's move on. Tariffs. Let's look at that. Let's just do, is the Supreme Court leaning against tariffs? Now, Pumpkinhead is saying that the tariffs are preventing wars. I'm not sure how that's working out in Venezuela. What is SCOTUS thinking about the tariffs and the way that they were presented to them? They've got a lot of pushback. It's kind of cool. Ooh. 4 swords. Minor Arcana on a live card. What are you thinking? New way forward. Ace of Pentacles. So the Four Swords being covered by something new coming out, a new truth, Ace of Swords. What are they thinking with this? So I get success, and this normally could indicate a White House success, a partnership success. But the tariffs are damaging our economy. So I think this is going to bring new life into the economy. In the external position, I got the confusion with a rainbow. So I'm like, I think they're going to solve that. There is still some people in this court. Do I need to mention who? That are battling, that are saying no, 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 no. Final outcome card. Eight of Cups. Walking away from sorrow into the sunset, into the sunrise. We get justice. Are these tariffs bringing any justice? Are they bringing in any new? I think they're bringing revenue in for somebody, for the government. And they're going to, you have the Eight of Coins. They're going to be, it's a lot of work to redo this, but I think they're going to shoot down this tariff thing. And then he's going to come back with another way, because they can take it to the government, they can take it to Congress. Oh, no, they can't. I was going to say take it to, the House of Representatives. Congress has the power of the purse, but they can't do that. Why not? Oh, because they're not there. How can Republicans look at this? How can 35% plus or minus whatever say that this is good, that the government is working for them? Because they don't like the government. They don't want it. Okay. As we, what am I looking at? Maine SNAP, funded tomorrow. It was Maine. Senate voted last night to try to put a halt to Trump bombing these Venezuelan drug boats, fishing boats, little boats. And they got 2 senators to vote saying this is not right. But they didn't get enough votes. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway. You know why? Because the House isn't in session. That's not funny. I'm crying. Okay, well, at least they can't do any more damage. All right, I want to read on Mandani. I want to read on Mandani. Oh, we got new numbers, unemployment numbers, and it was from a private company bringing economic data to the U.S. for the U.S. And I'm like, and the last, so it was a 3-letter, a 3-name company, and the last name was Christmas. Going, well, that's no gift. But then again, it's a frequency shift. So unemployment is 175% higher than it was last year. There was 1.1 million jobs lost this year. That's in the private sector, I think. I don't think it counted federal employees. So let's look at Mandani. I keep wanting to add another M in there. Mandani. So how's this transition going to go for you? How is this transition going to go for you? Is Eric Adams going to throw a wrench in it? I was talking to my wife about this, and when Eric Adams first got in, I go, I think this is going to be really good. when Hakeem Jeffries got in. I go, he's going to be really good if he could just control his hands a little bit. And they both ended up a little disappointing, Jeffries, and a lot disappointing Eric Adams. I mean, huge disappointment. So, I mean, he should be in jail. And one of the things that the Hopium report said was that the Democrats really need to start focusing on this win that we got Tuesday. Really take that and start running with it. Come up with new leadership plans. Really be strong. They can't be this wishy-washy. We wrote a strongly worded letter to Donald Trump. We demanded that he meet with us. Come on now. What was it? Symbolic? Really? Put something else behind that letter. Put some strength behind the letter. Okay, sorry. All right, frequency shift. Beep. Mandani. All female transition team. I love that. I just love it. What do you say, Groot? I am Groot. What do you say, Psychic Duck? Oh, I love it. You just love it because of that hermaphrodite thing. I know a lot about that. He, she, them. Yep, and proud of it. I know you are. I said something a little off color to Psychic Duck about it. I got a wing beating. Just never ever will I do that again. Okay. Mandani. How's this transition going to go for you, Mandani? How is this transition going to go for you? I'm going to just do a little. Thank you. Well, that was weird. I flipped this card upside down and it showed up like that. And then look what I get. I got the King of Wands. Well, that's what I got with Pumpkinhead's transition. My head's kind of exploding here a little bit. That can't be. That can't be. It's not. Okay. King of Wands. How is this going? Certainly, Mandani he's the dude. I can say that. He's the dude. And he's bringing in a new energy, a new calming force. It's with those women. Yeah. Page of Cups. Is that a woman or a guy? I think it's a woman in this deck. I don't know. Going back to, I don't know. Okay, here we go. At the base, he's bringing a big stick. At the base of this, he's bringing in the Ace of Wands. He's bringing some passion, bringing some fire. In the past, as it was, the Two of Wands. He had walked through the gate. He knew what he had to do. Sometimes the Two of Wands means something coming to fruition. He's making a plan. He's figuring it out. He's getting through that gate. Not through the gate. He's opening the gate to go through. At the top of the reading is the addiction energy up at the top, the devil. And this to me is just what he's dealing with Mr. Pumpkinhead and how they're attacking him just because of a label that gets thrown on him. And we talked about this in the very beginning. I mean, I hear things from my childhood that go, oh, he's a, no, he's a not. Frequency shift, whoop. And how's it going to work out? Pretty well. He's going to bring people together. But I don't know, I may be a little confused, so let's add some illumination to it. Sun, place, success. And external features is the 5 of coins. This is the loss of money. This is, he's going to try to bring, he's uplifting the poor. That's what he said. It's not all for the billionaires. So he's dealing with these people in his city that are underrepresented, that are hungry, that don't have housing. Good thing he's got the Sun card. In the hopes and fears, he has the Hangman. And this to me is either the transition team may run into a snag because of the devil energy, or we hope that he's going to turn things upside down, look at things from a different point of view. And he's not only bringing the Ace of Wands with him, big stick, he's got the Sword of Truth. Now the Sword of Truth, he may run into some legal issues with that. We'll see, but I think he's just bringing the Sword of Truth. And he's bringing in abundance. How's this transition going to go? Okay, the 7 of Cups. This is, make sure you pick the right cup. Illusion, delusion. But in this deck, which I really like this 7 of Cups in this deck, because it's a rainbow. It's a positive card. It's not really a negative card. It's an inclusionary card. Yes, yes, yes. So he's bringing in all sorts of things together. Let me keep going with that. He is a little restricted, but he's got the Queen of Swords. He's got a good team, and he's going to finish this. He's got the World card. The world's watching this. I did get the Tower as I kept going on with this, and so I would just like a frequency shift and an ask. Surround his team with positive energy and protection, because you know that there is going to be a lot of verbal stuff going on. This guy is still wheeling his little puppets. I am hoping that this is the status quo that gets tumbled, because that's what he wants to do. He and Bernie and AOC, they go, we need a big frequency shift. And I guarantee you, that Tower moment, big frequency shift. All right, you guys, that's it. What a fine ramble. I got a little squirrely there. Hey, what? Little squirrely, do you see? Hello. Okay. All right, Groot, you keep falling over. I am Groot. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Somebody said they hyped me 980. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. Thank you all. Peace and love.